Hello, hello. Welcome to the After Duty Hours podcast. I'm your host, as always, Renee Flores Jr., and this is episode
21.
I've been waiting a long time to use that. 21 episodes, to be exact.
That is crazy.
Yeah. But before we begin, I'd just like to say the disclaimer that this podcast has no affiliation with Ramstein Air Base, U.S. military branches, or the U.S. government. I have a familiar face here. I have Marcy. He's usually behind the camera, but this is a very special episode. I feel like I wanted to discuss that this is like the season finale. Yeah, we have one. We're on season 1, I guess you could say. But this is
There's a movie coming out on
No, but this is the last episode of the year. So and this is also one of pretty much Marcy's last episode with us. He's PCSing out of here very soon.
I'm supposed to be getting on the plane tomorrow per my ticket, but it should be like somewhere in the middle of January.
Yeah. So that's right around the corner. So this is kind of like a departing episode, really. We're just gonna like reflect on pretty much everything that we did together on the podcast as a team.
I'm never leaving Ramstein.
You're never leaving Ramstein? Well, I was trying to figure out how to kind of conduct your episode, really, man, because I feel like that episode 1 was kind of just you and me, but
it was a pilot, we're just kind of introducing what we're doing.
Yeah. So, I guess we can just kind of like reintroduce, of like, who you are, who Marcy is.
I don't even think we really went into that.
No, like we didn't have that before. Yeah. So go ahead and like, let's start from the beginning. Let's start about your hometown, your family background.
All right. My name is Marcell Compass. I'm from Louisiana, New Orleans, Louisiana. Family all resides there. I got some in Texas, some in Cali, all over the place, but predominantly Louisiana. I moved to Texas after Katrina for a couple of years. Beaumont, Texas. It's right on the border. It was neat, I would say. I don't like Texas too much though.
That's crazy.
Can't
Texas
do it.
Hater.
And then I went back to Louisiana when I was around 2009-ish, 2010. Lived in Slidell, which is like 30 minutes outside of Louisiana. And then from there on, I was, located there. No college, finished high school, decided to join the military outside of high school. Took a little like break in between then to kind of experience life.
When did you join?
I joined in...
Like how old?
I don't even remember. What am I, 24 now? So I joined
like 2019,
20. Yeah, so it was 19. February 5th, 19 was when I joined. Got to my first duty station August 2019. Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
So like, let's go back to before you joined the military. Like, what was the situation or the thought process of joining the military?
So security has always been, coming from where I, ran, security has always been the go-to for me when it came to that decision. Life is kind of too sporadic. You don't really know when things are going to happen. And I have family in the military and I see how they were living their lives after retirement, how they basically had their family set no matter what would happen. And I was like, I kind of...
Yeah, financial, like security or whatever.
Just financial, medical, like just anything. So
the good amenities.
So that's what really attracted me to it. What kind of solidified that for me was finding love, I guess you would say.
When you got married?
Yeah, not even when I was married. Like, getting married definitely, like, pushed that. But the person I met, Kay Compass, that is my wife. We've been together for about 5 years. Or about 5 years now. I wanted to make sure that we could stay together and grow together in a stable situation.
Yeah. Go ahead and continue. I'm just gonna close the door real quick.
Yeah.
If you're not watching on YouTube or Spotify, we kind of changed the location. We're gonna be kind of maybe around my location recording these episodes now because if you haven't been keeping it up, I'll be having a baby soon. So therefore I'll be on leave. So it'll be a lot easier for me to kind of do the episodes, close to home instead of at this where we usually do it at the den. But go ahead and continue with your story. Let me just close the door.
But yeah, the security. I actually fell in love with one of my high school love. We met in high school, both talented art. She, I guess, was a staple of my life, but I'm not gonna put that completely on her. Because for my own growth as a person, I feel like I needed something past what I was surrounded by, like the environment that I was in. There's only really two options: you get stuck in the place and you never leave the place, or you end up in jail, I guess, Yeah. So it was either like, I need something past that. I needed a self-worth. I needed something for my family to be proud of. Yeah. So that's what really like dictated me joining the military. It's been pretty hectic so far.
Yeah. I mean, military life is still not easy.
Yeah, it's not easy, but
yeah, you still have sacrifices to make, and we talked about it in episodes before, like the competitiveness to kind of, go up in your career is there in the military, but at the same time you must grow others. So it's like, it's kind of like a leave no man behind kind of mentality. Is like, hey, if you know something that'll give you the edge, pass down that knowledge. And now that you're giving them knowledge of how to be on, giving them the edge, now you're getting them back into the competitive space, which I have no problem with. I understand the concept.
I don't regret this at all.
Yeah,
it's built
same.
It's built traits within me that I know will keep me going for the long run, keep my family going for the long run, and my friends surrounding me. I don't regret any of it at all.
Yeah, no, I totally get you, man. Like that, whenever I joined, I had the same mentality. I saw my life going kind of like in a downward spiral, like financially. I was like, man, I really don't want to, make this minimum wage my whole life. How am I going to provide for my kid when I have them? Or how am I going to provide for my wife when, or like, where am I going to stay out? I don't want to be at an apartment. So like, you just got to make those sacrifices, and you got to like lay out all your options. And military was that option that was given from my dad. He was like, join the Air Force. And so I started looking into that, and, that's where I'm at today. So like, I don't think it's an issue when people say like they join for money, although, at the beginning, like, don't expect,
I mean, you're not getting a band off of it, like,
you got to work for it.
You still got to work for it, yeah, regardless.
But I mean, the resources are there for you. It's like, I think when I was at MOPP, like, one of the person, wearing a uniform, I mean, I don't remember his name or rank, I wasn't looking, but he was saying like, you're gonna scratch our back, meaning the military, and the military is gonna scratch your back. It's dang, what is that relationship called? And like
symbiotic.
Yeah, or is that what it is?
It's not. I mean, technically, yeah.
Yeah. I think that's what it is. Isn't it when like the birds are like sitting on like this big mammal, and like the birds are eating?
Yeah,
like,
the hippos, how they clean their teeth when they just leave their mouth open, and like birds will clean their teeth for them. They don't bite or anything.
And they're eating, and then the hippo's getting his teeth
clean
clean. So it's just like that's the relationship of the military.
Yeah, the Air Force is hippo bird.
Yeah, hippo bird. I'm the bird, maybe. I don't know. No, man, what's up? Like, you got any hidden talents that especially I don't know
of? Yeah, I was prior to all of this, I was an artist.
You did mention that in the first episode. I remember this.
Yeah. Talented artist through high school, won a bunch of competitions, denied some scholarship deals because I didn't see the security that I would like, and also student debt didn't ever sound appealing. So I think I lost my passion for art when the reality of life started to hit, which is around the end of high school. Because like, it was cool while I was going through it. Like, I got the accolades, people could see the talent, but like, for me personally, it was my darkest time of my life, and I needed a way to express what I was feeling. I'd say I'm in a more stable place now, so if I were to try to go back onto it, it would be like kind of restarting or relearning everything that I put in the closet. But yeah, that's really, I guess, knack for music, I guess, would be another hidden talent.
Like just discovering, listening to music.
Yeah, like I very wide range. Like I can
you
either
listen
go
to
from
country though.
Yeah, honestly, and that's only been recently. But I realized.
But I think you would say your country is like on the low side of discovery.
Yeah. But I while I was listening to country, and I was only more recently, I realized that while I was younger, I would be like, I cannot listen to this. Like, I don't understand.
It's not that bad.
It's really not that bad, but it's also
Yeah.
the types. If, like, for example, if I was predominantly only listening to rap, I know there's different types of raps.
Yeah.
And I was like, but at the time, my brain was like, country all sounds the
Country is
same
like a
to me.
whole thing.
It's not. There's
like Taylor
huge,
Swift is country.
Yeah, technically, but pop more oriented. But like,
Yeah.
there's a huge variety within it as well that
Yeah.
people don't really register. So like, I like to break down those like boundaries.
I like where they're talking about beers, trucks, and mud and stuff like that. No, I mean I'm not making fun of anybody.
No,
right
but look,
now.
it's hard because like
But those songs are hard.
that's the stuff I've also seen. So like, it kind of what I see myself doing when I retire is sitting on the porch watching my kids throw the baseball in my like a couple acres of land.
Yeah,
You know what I
country
mean?
does give that like life vibe, like
Yeah.
where you're describing like what you hope your life will end up
Mm-hmm.
like, or like what if your life looked like a movie? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
like one that comes to my mind is Silverado Saturday Night. I don't know why I can't think of the artist, but see, that song is like having a good time on a Saturday with your girl and you're surrounded with friends. You got your cars around and you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, no, that's a vibe. But no, I totally understand the music enthusiast that you have, because I mean, I feel like that's what I feel like we have that in
we
common.
connected a lot.
Over music.
Our friendship is actually more recent than most of the friendships I've made here, but I'd say like the similarities that we've had when it comes to our music taste and just the understanding definitely solidified our relationship for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like, you know me, like when it comes to rap, like the hype trap rap, I don't even know what genre. It's kind of like mosh pit rap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the screaming rap. Like I couldn't really get into it, and I wouldn't say that's my go-to now. Like I really got to be in the mood for it.
It's mood. It's all mood based. Same with some of
Yeah.
the country stuff. It's all mood based. Like
Yeah.
there's a song I predominantly listen to. It's called Early Morning Rising Staging. I'll put the radio of that one song on. And it literally like just talks about the sun is coming up, time to get going. Think about all the memories you made with the people around you, but keep pushing. Cause like the way they do it is in such a folk like kind of, not harsh, but it just reaches you in a way. It's like, let me make this day kind of worth it, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like things like that. But then you can go to
Music
like Tennessee
inspires.
whiskey, you know? Yeah. It was like, and it can range from that.
It amplifies moods.
Yeah.
Like even if, like, I freaking love sad songs, bro.
Mhm.
Like I like to. I know this sounds weird. It's like I'm not sad, but I like the feeling of being sad without
It's not
getting sad.
it's not wrong to feel the emotion of melancholy because it's also comforting, you know?
And then I feel like that was the artist's intention to do, is like to make you feel like what I'm trying to make you feel. Like,
Yeah.
bro, I've been on Tizo Touchdown, and I've told you many times, Tizo Touchdown, the Impossible song, all that song makes me want to do is chase my dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Where he's talking about, maybe you wanted to be a DJ, maybe you didn't have gear, or maybe you wanted to be an artist, but people called you weird, or maybe you wanted to be a rock star, but somebody said you were too old. And then he was talking about who's to say what's impossible.
Yes.
The only way is if you don't know, is if you start. And the way he just sings all of that, like, I'm just like,
I put him on, by the way. I put him on the
yeah,
Tizo.
he did put me on. I mean, I think the reason you knew Tizo Touchdown way before when he got released on Drake's new album is because he was linked up with
Trippy. Trippy was the first time I saw him. And
I thought not Trippy. I was Golf Gang, or am I tripping?
No, you're tripping. But no, it was Trippy. But how I saw it wasn't like music release or anything.
Yeah.
What was happening?
I meant like with Tyler and who's the other guy?
Oh, well, so yeah, on Tyler's album,
Tyler. And
there's a
what's his
song-
name that you like?
Earl.
Earl. Yeah, he was with Earl too.
Was he?
I think so.
That's crazy because like on Tyler's album, the one with Dogtooth on it, all he does is an ad lib on one song. It's literally just an ad lib. That's it. But it's
feature.
Yeah, and his name is on the like it was a feature, and I was like, okay, I see his name, and then I saw this it was like a VOD of Trippy. They were just like a bunch of people in the studio. He was just vibing and whatnot. And then he walks into one of like the doors of his other studios, and Tizo was in there just on the guitar playing. He literally lived with Tizo Tizo lived with him for like 6 months.
Who,
like,
Trippy?
Yeah, Trippy flew him out because he just saw the talent. So like he was just in there like on the guitar and stuff, and Trippy starts freestyling to like what he was playing, and they can catch a melody together. I was like, that is awesome. Didn't hear anything from like Tizo since, and then I started like listening to more like started doing research, and I found it. I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah, he's definitely a unique artist. Said it like not a lot of people nowadays. It's like, I mean, they're catching waves, but this guy definitely started his own wave.
Yeah,
like, it is definitely unique. I mean, his style is unique, both in the music and out the music. Obviously, if you've seen this guy,
the closest thing
he's
you
got
can
nails
relate
in his
to,
hair.
Yeah, he does have nails in his hair. Now, the closest thing you can relate to, or at least related him to, was Prince at the time, because like the variety, the amount of different types of music he can make, but all have the same feeling, and you all know it's from him. Yeah. Like that's just, it blows my mind.
Yeah, but as you can see, we could talk about music all day.
Oh God,
for sure. But I mean, let's move on. I mean, is there anything that I'm missing here? Like, oh wait, hidden talents. How about we talk about like your hidden, not your hidden, but like your hobbies and stuff like that.
I don't like to say this a lot ever. I'm a gamer.
Yeah.
There's not really good stipulations behind it, but it's a good stress relief, a good cope sometimes.
Yeah. You kind of just, it's escape.
It is an escape. Life is stressful. Military is stressful. So.
And your wife plays games, man. That's definitely a plus.
My wife is also a gamer. Yeah, I actually introduced her to League of Legends, unfortunately, and I'm so sorry that I did that to her.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
But other than that, like, she plays games with you. Like, like playing Minecraft, like that is a vibe.
I feel like what isn't talked about a lot,
or WoW, or like, bro, every game that has like an RPG open world feel.
We both like to escape, and if we find something that we can escape to together, as like impactful and dangerous and like sporadic the world can be, it's like we're full sin for it. Always looking for the new thing that we can try with each other.
Yeah, and no, that's definitely cool. To be honest, is that. I mean, other than, your hidden talent was drawing, and then you got gaming, and it's like, there's really no other hobbies that you have, really. I mean, other than, like, you do like to get together, socialize, and stuff like that. I feel like...
Not even that. As the older I got, the more antisocial I started to become.
I mean, sure, but like, you're always down to be with friends.
Yeah, the only time... Yeah, well, I'll never deny, like, hanging with friends. It's like some real life stuff is going on.
But all of our friends are on Discord, so it's
sure, so that makes it a lot easier to, like, connect with people,
Yeah. So, no, that's good, man. So we already talked about how you joined the military and stuff like that. Let's talk about, our podcast, man. We're not trying to throw you under the bus.
No, I don't know.
Or like, we're not trying to, but let the listeners understand, like, look, wherever you go, inside, outside the military, wherever you work, you're going to have problems, man. Let's be honest. Like, you're going to have situations where you can't deal with coworkers, leadership, the way things are ran. Like, but we're not here to talk about that stuff. There are other resources where you can kind of like communicate that stuff. And if you do have a problem, there are ways to handling that. But we're not here to, have Marcy talk about the bad experiences. So we're really talking about, the good times you had in Ramstein. Now, you've been here since 2019. It's about to be 2024 in about like 2 days.
Yeah.
So, listen, just talk about the good times, the memories you made, like some of your favorite like things that you discovered here, whether it be places, people, things that you found about yourself, or things you actually enjoyed at your job, or like when things started clicking, like, you got praised for it and that made you feel good. Like, just let's talk about your first duty station. You're about to finally meet your second duty station. So let's talk about the good times, the memories.
Yeah, so like I said, I got here in August of 19. And like he mentioned, I'm not going to talk about the bad of Ramstein. If you know anything about Ramstein, it's busy. It's a hectic base. There's a lot of people. But what I can say is, though I regret this being my first base, I don't regret the people I've met here that helped me grow into the person I've become. I don't regret the sergeants that became mentors for me, to make me better at my job, and better at being a leader for my peers. It's been a long journey, but for example, I got here and I had an FTAC group. I'm still friends with everyone that I made in that FTAC. We took like a 17-person trip to the Netherlands. All of those people would be brothers and sisters for life. The people you meet in the military,
17 people,
dude, we were deep. There's an Airbnb. The Airbnb was at max 4 people. The owners didn't know that.
Oh my gosh, bro,
no, dude.
I can't imagine. Like when we went to Spain, not you and me, but like the people that went to Spain, like it was hard to coordinate what we all wanted to do. And at the same time, look, everybody pushing their money. Like if you want to do something different, then go do something different. That's totally. I'm not the leader. Everyone was calling me the leader, and they were like,
I mean, if you give off the energy,
Yeah, but like, I mean, I gave off the energy because I'm the one who constructed the whole.
Yeah.
Like I collected the money, bought the tickets, got the place. And so that's why I pretty much got leader. But 17 people, bro, I wouldn't know how to like. We're all doing this.
Surprisingly, it wasn't even hectic. Like you said, whoever wanted to do whatever, we just set up meetup points whenever we wanted to like be together at certain times.
Especially like the nighttime,
Yeah. But like overall, we just like we did our split up groups. If we wanted to, we would like just go see specific things like the cathedrals or like Amy Winehouse, Anne Frank.
You did
museum.
You did the wine and the cheese on the boat.
No, we didn't get on a boat because there's a lot of us. Would have been different times.
Rent out the boat or something.
Yeah, but no. Those people I met though, like still friends with them for the beginning of my time. When I first got here, my wife wasn't able to get to Ramstein due to command sponsorship, and I was also a first-time airman. That whole process was pretty long and hectic, so it was about 11 months before she got out here. But within those 11 months, the people that I met definitely carried
held it down,
because coming to like a foreign country, you don't know anything about anything, and you are now separated from what you're comfortable with, which is like your friends around you, your family, etc. You need a grounding point, something to hold you down and something to keep your mental active so you don't get within yourself. Those people, I can say without a doubt, have done that for me, and it's continued to be that way. I've gone through a lot of hardships going through my time in Ramstein. But there was always someone I can go to. One of my best friends that I call to this day, his name was Ariaga. When I was living in the dorms, he came back from deployment when I was working at I think it was Heavy. I come out of the dorm, and I was in the quads, and I see him in the kitchen just cooking fish, bro. He's like, "Hey, bro, you want a fish?" That was it. And that started like a brothership I've never like experienced before, coming from like the States. And it's like things like that, like that's what I hold on to keep me pushing through this place. As far as the experience I got with my work, it's hard being at such a busy base as a first-time airman because the mission is really important, and while training is also just as important, so you're like the airmen or the lower level can get to the point where they can be as like impactful to the mission.
Are you wearing wrenches on your head?
Bro, no, it's like I got little scully skulls or whatever. Anyways,
I'm sorry, I was just noticing. No, these look like wrenches.
They're not wrenches, bro.
Look, bro, you can't tell me that's a 10 mil right there,
bro. Chill. Anywho, so yeah, the training it gets kind of like lackluster as far as like trying to become a better work airman. But I deployed out of here to Qatar, with a great group of peers and a great group of like leadership, and The amount of experience I got from just that 6 month.
Was it slow? That's why you got more experience?
I wouldn't say slow. LUD.
It was less hectic?
I think.
I mean, I know in the deployed area, it's
due
probably
to
like,
it being hectic, and due to there being less politics, I was able to just focus on learning the job. So let's say I get thrown. Great example. We are vehicle mechanics. I guess I don't know ROE wise. But so the first thing I did, or one of the first things that was given to me as far as knowledge goes when it comes to like doing my vehicle mechanic job, there was a sergeant. We have to do PMIs, preventative maintenance inspections on vehicles. So you go through a whole list of things to make sure a vehicle's running right, all the functionalities, etc.
It's basically trying to catch something before something gets bad. It's like a yearly thing, or I don't know. Is it a yearly thing?
It's a yearly thing.
Yeah. But you change the oil.
Yeah. So there was this Ford Transit van. The sergeant, he pulled one of the fuses in it, and he had me and this other airman. We were both new. Just troubleshoot the entire vehicle. We spent like at least 2 weeks.
What did he pull the fuse to? The starter?
Evap.
Okay.
So we were troubleshooting the evap. We were using like computer IDS to scan through everything. We sat on this thing for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That 2 weeks taught me so much.
To go to the simple stuff first.
Yeah. Like, and ever since that point, and just all the other experience I gained through there, I came back to Ramstein, and it helped me teach other airmen who are on the same level, because I notice a lot of time when it comes to training, like it is brought to you in a way that like you need to do this, you got to get your CDCs done, so you can get to the next level. So now we can put you on these other tasks because these are like your mission requirements, yada yada. But as a like first term airman, and a lot of them are here in Ramstein, like that's not clicking in your mind. You're stressed with trying to call your mom when you get home, but it's a different time zone and stuff like that, so they're not focused on that. But being a peer, it's so much easier to be able to teach that to others, because like you're both kind of in the same like range of like understanding and level. So I'm thankful I got that experience, because then it also made my experience in Ramstein so much better. Because there weren't as many politics raining down on me to try and get training done. There weren't as many like obstacles I needed to reach to try and like get a vehicle out of the shop, while at the same time I could help others. I feel like that definitely changed my perspective as far as military goes, as far as everything, because I was going through a really tough time through early Ramstein. I'm not, I guess I wouldn't wish this base as a first base for most people, but like I said before, I don't regret.
It's not a bad thing. Like you're gonna be grateful for it.
Yeah.
You're gonna be grateful.
You
for
gain
it,
what
for sure.
you gain, and then you give it to others, and that's what I think that's what I can take from this the most.
Yeah.
I've gained a lot, and I can help so many people because of it.
Yeah, I think like you said, it's hectic, and I think that's behind everyone's head. Is like, this gotta be done, because like there's so much other stuff to do when you go to other bases. Maybe, I mean, this is what I've just heard of other people who've moved on from Ramstein. Is like it's different, because like you can focus on that vehicle without thinking about the other stuff that you got to be doing, or stuff that you got to be handling, and there's maybe more time for people to come in and help you with that vehicle, and it doesn't seem like such a detriment to like from them doing their own part, stepping aside to help you. So no, I totally get that. What about, is that it from like the whole work perspective of like? Yeah,
work perspective is good, but as far as like Germany, dude, I love Germany. Yeah. A lot of things make sense. What doesn't make sense is taxes, but we're not going to talk about that. But a lot of like the functionality of Germany, and then the surrounding like countries, places to visit, Luxembourg, it's almost as if they paid for the skies. Like they're so beautiful. Seeing like iron, like there's so much to see within the vicinity, because Germany is right in the middle. Yeah, and you can just drive 4 hours to wherever country, and
sometimes you'll still be in Germany.
Yeah, and sometimes you'll still be in Germany, but it's also like other times you'll be in for like France is what, 45 minutes from here, or like
the outside skirts.
Yeah, so it's like coming here made traveling a lot easier, and seeing the world and experiencing the world and the different kind of like ideologies and like understandings is just really cool. The culture shock is really cool, because like I'm from the South, all I know is the South, really. So like,
Yeah, same.
seeing the world from like, different lens, it changes your perspective completely. So
Yeah.
I love that about being here in Germany for sure.
Mm-hmm. No, man, I totally agree with you. I mean, even though I haven't taken advantage of like traveling too much, I think I can put that on myself. And I think one of the biggest advice is like, you can't be really, especially like, look, I'm not a single airman. I'm married. I have everything I do, I pay times two. So it's like, a lot of people have given the advice is like, you got to stop going to like the Paris, the like,
It's the outskirts like places.
it's like the places
hidden
where
gems.
ardent tourists
Yeah.
that charge way less, and then you can experience almost the same thing. I mean, yeah, if you want to like have a party and like go to the clubs, like that's, you want to go to the like the hot.
It's a great example. Netherlands is one of the common places that a lot of people visit. And specifically just for Amsterdam.
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
The Netherlands are beautiful. Amsterdam honestly looks dog water compared to like the outskirts of the Netherlands.
Yeah,
Like
it was really packed over there. I did enjoy the bike rides.
Yeah,
though.
absolutely beautiful. So many bikes, you barely see any cars. Like there's just
I do like the bike lanes in there. Like seriously,
Yeah.
I didn't do it until the last day, and I was like, bro, why haven't I been doing this the entire time?
It's nice, but it's like that for a lot of the countries. Like we get so like stuck on like going to these tourist areas or highlight areas.
Exactly.
But, like, the countries themselves are so beautiful. Croatia is one of the oldest ones we have, and like it's just beautiful beach lands and like just old buildings, but it's all like constructed in such like a beautiful manner.
That was the mistake pretty much I had. I don't have much longer, and people could say I could, probably still have more time, but with a baby on the way with no passport,
that makes it so much more harder.
It's probably not gonna happen, and that's okay. I learned from my mistakes. I still, like I said, I'm still gonna take what I learned here, and I'm grateful that I learned it, and then I'm gonna apply it the next time I confront the situation. But would you say that's all? I feel like you got a lot to cover for 4 years, and it's okay if you want to like take some time. Like what are like some moments in your life where when you were here, like it kind of changed your direction on a path that you've been wanting to go on, that you thought you were on before, but something you didn't kind of like turned you that way? You know what I'm saying?
I think it's when I got my first decoration. Kabul was happening when I was in Qatar, the Afghanistan situation. So I wasn't really doing my job during that period. For Ramstein, y'all had Joro's situation. Ours was also a different acronym, but same situation. I was augmented to basically help transport all of the refugees and stuff, and like that was a huge turning point for just my mindset as far as this goes. Because you would never experience this like on the civilian side. You would never see the impact that you have towards other people, the smiles, the families reconnecting with each other, or escaping from a bad situation.
Mm-hmm.
That being able to be a part of that, like
it is kind of wild.
It's
because it's like you rewind and see yourself back in your hometown, like what I was doing. Like I was just getting up, going to work, and now I'm over here helping another foreign country escape, their complications while in a foreign country, and trying to get them in a better place. And like I'm being a part of that. It's like a world impact. This stuff is on the news. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's just like it warms your chest thinking about like the direct impact. I see this a lot with a lot of our my peers. They'll be stuck at a base, no deployments, and they're just jobbing. They don't really see what they're doing. I feel like that's kind of detrimental to the mindset a lot of the younger airmen have as far as longevity within the Air Force.
I remember Amanda Famano. You remember her speech, but her departing speech at that ceremony?
Yeah.
Bro, when she was spitting out these numbers and stuff that the squadron has done together, like you can really like take a piece of that pie and be like, I mean, I contributed. We all contributed, and like, and that's the thing. Like, you can't think that you have to do it. It's like we are
It's a
doing
team
it. Yeah,
as
yeah,
a
we
whole.
are doing it. And
It comes to that point because you mentioned the competitiveness within the Air Force, but like there will always be that brotherhood. Like never leave an airman behind,
yeah,
and you never leave a person behind. Like a lot of, I also notice a lot people have this stigma of the military just being like this imperialistic, like shoot guns, boom boom. But like a lot of our existence is humanitarian like aspects. Like
yeah,
we're saving lives, but that doesn't really get shown too much, you know.
yeah, yeah.
They only see what is the negative, which is, you know, the big explosions, the booms.
Yeah,
But it's like
the propaganda stuff.
Yeah, we are actually like doing something for people.
Yeah,
And I feel like
and we're sacrificing
ourselves for
Yeah,
these
yeah.
situations.
Yeah, staying up. I mean, I can't say like we were in, like, I mean, we didn't do this like other, maybe people are in the situations longer, but like staying up from 7 to 7, and I mean like 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. for like months, like 2 to 3 months, 6 days on.
Yeah.
I mean, like that's kind of, I mean, that's the sacrifice in itself. You're like doing something that you never thought you were going to be doing. And when I mean it's like sacrifice, I mean like with family. Because I mean, we talked about like this, like in previous episodes. It's like my family is getting old, bro.
Yeah.
Like I'm FaceTiming my mom, not too often still, but I mean, but when my wife does, and I see my dad and my mom, like they're getting old. Not just, you know, you could tell in the hair, but like you could tell their skin, like they're getting old. I mean, that sounds like messed up, but like no, that's just reality. Because like whenever, but I'm just looking and in my head, I'm not, you know, I'm saying this, I'm like, man, like I really want to make this a career, but who's to say like they won't pass away when I'm trying to achieve this? And I got my own family to worry about it, so it's justified. But it's just sad because I'm sacrificing the time that I could have with my parents, because my sisters, and maybe not the middle aged child, my sister, but Monica, she's close by. Like whenever she wants to see my mom and dad, like she can take a weekend and drive or whatever, or they can do the same for her. And then my sister, she still lives in Houston, so it's like, you know, they're spending Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter, all these holidays together, like random weekends. They can go on vacation maybe together, and I'm over here.
Yeah.
All that time that I could be still experiencing with them, like even if I just had a job, if I would have stayed in college, if I would have got my degree, got a good job in Houston, I could have been experiencing that still. But I guess I wasn't thinking about that whenever I went to college. Of what the position I would end up in.
You don't realize what you take for granted until it isn't there, you know?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So like that's what everybody in the military is doing, is they're sacrificing time, whether you like your parents or not, whether you were raised by your grandparents, your aunts, your uncles, your older sister, your older brother, like somebody, like everybody is sacrificing time away from somebody who raised them, their family, their friends. Like they're all getting older, they're all still hanging out,
Yeah.
and we're over here, you know, trying to grow ourselves, trying to make something for ourselves. And that's really deep, man. Seriously. And that's one of the reasons why I started this podcast, is because I feel like people need to vent this out. Like we need to say like, hey, you're not alone. I'm out here saying to all the listeners, you're not all alone. Like everyone who's serving, we're out here thinking the same thing probably. And we have things in common.
It's the collective suck, like, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I mean,
embrace it.
Yeah.
But like I said, it goes back to the hippo and the bird thing, bro. Like it's like we're out here chasing to grow ourselves, because let's be honest, I don't think you can stay with your mom or your dad forever. You eventually have to get out and grow.
You got to leave the nest.
Yeah, unless you have like, you know, like special needs or something like that. That's understandable. But most everybody's like, we got to move on, and then this is the path we kind of just chose, you know.
Yeah. It is tough. I've met a lot of loss. I've lost a close friend of mine. It was an OD during my deployment. what isn't talked about is the amount of times we're dealing with a lot of the like real world stuff, but like our world back home is still actively going.
Yeah.
And there's things you can't even really like. You lose a bit of control, and losing control in its own is just a huge stressor on top of the other stressors we deal with.
Yeah.
So I like to make a point, like you just said, we are all in this together, and we all embrace the same suck, but like that's what also pulls people together. The friends that I've had and made here, all of us are going through something, but the fact that we were able to hold on to each other, that's what kind of keeps us pushing, and that's what also solidifies the concept of brother in arms, sister in arms, you know, because like we all got to do it. Somebody has to do it, you know.
Yeah, man, because it's like after duty hours, it's like you take your uniform off and we're just humans, whether we're running, drawing, playing video games, going out, drinking, having fun, socializing, traveling. Like we all have that something in common within everybody in this KMC area, and that's what the podcast is for. Again, is bridging that gap between the uniform and outside the uniform aspect of our individual self.
But it also becomes us. I remember it's 2022, I think. We had
we're
that really
superheroes,
bad,
man.
That really bad snow. All the streets were iced up. It had to be 2022, dude. So where I live, you know, the incline.
Yeah.
There was so many cars sliding down that
street.
Yeah,
I remember we were actually playing. You were like, I'll be right back.
Yeah, we were in the middle of a game.
And you were like talking to the cops and stuff like that.
Dude, yeah, we had to go outside. We had to like chalk a bunch of vehicles. We had to get this grandma out this car. It was rolling down. But like the mission does not even leave when you like take off the uniform. But like the mentality is what we need to like start to register, because even outside of uniform, that stressor is there. It's within us to help others, you know. And that can definitely build on a person's mental state, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to bring up a video game because let's be honest, sometimes video games get it right, bro. Like some of the stories on the video games.
Is it the Halo one?
Yes. Bro, I freaking love that scene. It was a lot of people don't like what Halo was after Halo Reach, but Halo 4, at the end, I forgot who they were talking to, but it was the commander of that, not the Pillar of Autumn, but it was another like starship or whatever. It was Chief, spoiler alert, Chief lost Cortana, and he was bummed about it. And kind of what was going on is he was talking to the guy, and then the guy ended up saying something about like, you know, it's okay to kind of like calm down, you know what I'm saying? Don't feel like you have to always do something, you know, take orders. He's like, we're not robots, Chief. You know what I'm saying?
I fall into that a lot.
Yeah, he said, we're not robots, Chief.
I end up like numbing myself, trying to just like continue, because as soon as like I'm in my mind, I'm like, as soon as I crash or start to think, like, that's it, you know?
I need to learn that quote for quote. That might be the quote of the podcast. Seriously, like, I mean, I know it's probably a pain to kind of like maybe close out the podcast.
You might as well just like put it in, like put the clip in, you know.
Yeah. How about this? I'll go ahead and put the clip in. I don't know how long it is, but I'm pretty sure the clip will get to the point. So.
You don't talk much, do you? Chief, I won't pretend to know how you feel. I've lost people I care about, but never anything like you're going through.
Our duty as soldiers is to protect humanity, whatever the cost.
You say that like soldiers and humanity are two different things. I mean, soldiers aren't machines. We're just people.
All right, so that was that. It's funny when we do that stuff, when we insert clips, it's like literally like a second we pause, look at each other, and be like, okay, let's continue. But no, I think that's a good way to kind of close the point. Do you have any closing remarks, like anything else on that subject of like your time here in Ramstein? Or like,
just make the best of it. Don't close yourself off to people due to unfamiliarity. It is
there's going to be someone out there.
Yeah, there's someone out there, but it is mandatory that you find people that can either relate to you, have the empathy or sympathy to just bring you on their shoulders when need be, because it's super important to have that, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Let's get into the questions. I don't have the paper on me, but since I ask them like almost every time, let's start off with like your favorite memory of 2023. You want to go back to that one?
No, I got it. I've been going through a green card process for...
That's your favorite memory?
My entirety of me being here.
Yeah.
To send my wife back home to the States with her family, because her family's there. The day that we got our green card and like we're at the window, we're at the embassy in Frankfurt, and when she was like, all right, you're all set, you're all good to go, you got your visa, you can fly home. Once you enter, you're a permanent resident. Like that, it's like all the work I put into that, because that was a huge stress on top of my already military stuff. So I think that right there was...
Yeah, I can see that's a good memory. Yeah. Go out to eat and celebrate.
No, we couldn't even celebrate that because there's so much other stuff.
It's a good memory, though.
It's a good memory, but like we couldn't even celebrate it. We got our little, like, I guess a minute and 30 seconds of like, oh, we did it, and then the flood of everything else we gotta do.
Yeah, that's good. Have I asked you the superhero question, or have you ever said
no?
No. All right. What superpower would you have and why?
Even as a kid, I always thought teleportation was like a cool thing, but there's too many backlashing issues that you can create with like teleportation. Like you can either have like the requirement of like you have to see the place first to teleport to.
Oh yeah, you create your own, so you don't have to.
I feel like teleportation.
I mean, I feel like you still have to see it though. Like, how can you teleport somewhere?
So you've never,
you've never been. So you just got to carry like a bunch of photos, like that movie Jumper.
Tour guides on you. Yeah. Nah, I feel like you'd actually, if it were me and I had the power, I think I need to physically see the place in person for me to teleport there again. But yeah, teleportation would probably be it.
Like Jumper.
Yeah, Jumper, sure. one of my favorite movies, honestly.
It's so, like, I go back to that movie. And it's like, this movie's like, it feels like it's incomplete. Like, the plot wasn't as big as a climax as I thought.
Was it based off a book? But
the concept was cool.
Was it based off a book or not?
I don't know.
Because like that might have dictated like the empty holes that might have been in it.
But I feel like they could have continued it.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel that,
For sure.
Yeah, I feel like that way with I Am Number 4. Remember that one?
Yeah.
Whenever they said like we can track the other ones now that are left,
I felt like that. There's a lot of movies that are that.
Where's
like that.
I Am Number 4 Part 2?
Yeah, where's I Am Number 4 5?
Yeah, because I don't know. I feel like those are just like those movies where it's like they can never be like up there with like the Marvels and the DCs.
But it's still one of those like.
Killers, I still like those. It depends, low budget.
Yeah.
Fantasy, movies or whatnot. Okay, so teleport. So was there any advice that you didn't take that when you were younger that you wish you had to?
I took the advice, but I wish I took it earlier.
Mm-hmm.
When I was leaving for the military, my godfather Santiago, and my father, they were heavy on like once you start this stuff, stocks, get your stocks in order, get all your money, make money, and yada yada.
Dang, Bitcoin.
Yeah, I wish I would have like did that or focused on that as soon as I got to Ramstein, because they told me this right out the cut of me, like going to MEPS and stuff and whatnot. So like, yeah, that's something I wish I would have. But everything else, like,
do you have a TSP?
Yeah. But everything else, I'm pretty like I've always like listened to my elders.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you know, being in the environment that you could be in and seeing the pain of what could be if you don't follow in the manner that they did, it was kind of hard not to, you know.
Yeah.
Like I didn't really have like a rebellious stage or anything. I kind of like needed to listen to survive.
No, that's good. Definitely need to instill that for my kid too. It's like, hey, look, I know you probably don't want to listen to this advice, but this is, you know, this is the advice I want to give you. Enjoy your younger days, whatnot. You know, it's like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like enjoy, not, and I don't mean like partying and whatnot. I'm talking about like
you just don't realize it.
Like you don't have to have a job.
Yeah, yeah.
Focus on your school. Propel yourself to getting scholarships. And, you know, like I'm gonna make sure, like obviously you're not gonna be spoiled or anything, but like make sure like you have time whenever you're, at least for me, when you're under your parents' household, like take that time to propel yourself to a future you want. So you're gonna have to take time, you're gonna have to study, you're gonna have to apply for scholarships, and in order to do that you have to be doing good in classes and whatnot. You gotta learn, you gotta get studying under your belt, you know, because people could say I can wing high school, I don't have to study, whatever, but definitely in college you need to have study skills. If you don't have those, you're gonna probably end up like me.
I don't know how I would have done it in college, because like how I made it through high school is like I just made friends with all my teachers. Like I would go to I would literally skip class to go to another teacher's class just to hang with them and stuff. So like I always had good rapport with like, you know, my who's teaching me. So like that's how I slid through. But
yeah, you just got to be careful with that.
Yeah.
But picture yourself in a world where you didn't join the military. What would you be? And you got to work your dream job. What would you be doing?
Psychology, cognitive therapy. And I still want to do that. I'll be going to Korea soon. Korea for me is going to be like physical health, education, just my main focus, and not volunteer work, but leadership.
Yeah.
So, but
we'd probably get you on the podcast or whatever. Do a webcam podcast.
Oh God, yeah. Get a little Zoom call. But yeah, no, because I was going through a tough period in my life. It was around 2016, 2018, between that area, and I had this therapist, Trey Mulligan. He was a cognitive therapist. The difference between the two is cognitive therapy makes you realize, instead of like going on a list of like, how are you feeling today? Are you happy? Blah, blah, blah. What cognitive therapy does is the therapist ends up putting themselves within their shoes through empathy, and it makes you understand what you're going through based on the hardships that they could possibly relate to as well. So it hits you a lot harder, the things you need to understand about yourself, when you can register that with someone who also understands it. Yeah. So like it's more of a raw form of like, you've gone through this pain, let me tell you my story, yada yada, you know.
Yeah. So, no, I could see you definitely be doing that. What's your favorite food?
Bacon.
Bacon?
Yeah.
Is there all the types of bacon? All of it. Turkey?
Bacon. No, turkey bacon is not bacon.
Okay, well, I was just asking.
Nah, turkey bacon's good though. I do like turkey bacon, but it's
crispy or
crispy.
Chewy? So not chewy.
Sometimes like the half and half, like when the middle's still, or the fatty part's still. Like,
yeah. I get you.
Yeah, like the edge is crispy. Yeah.
So like BLT is banging.
Yeah.
No, that's good.
I love BLTs.
So, out of all the League of Legends champ, which is your all-time champion? Like, what's your favorite? Not necessarily good at, but just like the concept of that champion and their abilities.
I'm gonna be real with you. For the longest time, and it still is, I just don't play it anymore because I get bored. But Aphelios. Yeah, Aphelios. Because he was the first champ that was introduced that had all the complications of like switching your abilities. Like Wei has. And just, I think Aphelios. Yeah, but sure. Apparently to the tier list, he's a C tier. It don't matter what tier. The tiers don't matter to me. Same when I play Smash, bro. Tiers don't matter to me. I'm just having fun with it, you know? Yeah. ASOL, man. Have you ever played ASOL? Yes. The rework? Yeah, I played both. Yeah. Matter of fact, you're the reason you're playing it is because I played it.
Ain't no way. I never seen you. I never played with you when you were
I'm
ASOL.
pretty sure you were
No.
playing support.
No.
And I went ASOL mid.
No.
But yeah, I played both. But I like the new one. The new one's kind of busted. I wish they kept more of a closer concept to the older one. But the older one was really bad.
Yeah, no. I've seen the older one.
Yeah,
And
it was-
everyone, I mean, obviously I did research on it and I was like,
Yeah.
oh no.
Yeah.
No, honestly, the rework, he got a buff.
Yes.
Cause like the gliding thing, like
But
you have to be in the circle with him.
I love that concept
and then,
about it.
And then it gets bigger and
Yeah,
bigger.
that
the
was
longer you're
so
in it.
cool to me. Like I played base affiliates a lot, and that was so because like I just like with Tom Brady it down the Nexus, and the thing would be this huge, bro.
No, man, like that was crazy. But I think that's all the questions that we have. So I'm gonna give you your gift now.
Oh,
Here we go.
oh no!
All right, here we go.
I'm not doing the hot chip challenge.
Okay, here's the thing. I do have the one chip challenge, but it's in a whole chip bag. But let's be honest, bro, we're not doing that, dude. I'm sorry.
Why are you
We're not
scared?
I was saving that for
Why are
another
you
time. That's season 2.
All right, bro.
Here you go.
Oh no!
I got this for you.
Oh my god!
Yeah, show the camera. What is it?
Oh my god!
Big Texas.
Yeah.
Big Texas.
No, I'm kidding, bro. That's not it.
That'd be crazy. Dude. I would have been so mad.
Dave, for all my time here. No, hold up.
Can I look? No. Okay.
All right. I got you this one.
Can I look?
Yeah, you can look now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in the form, bro. What?
I just packed my kite. But
Yeah.
it's not in my unaccompanied. I'm gonna have to figure out how to put it in my bag.
Bro, just carry it.
I'll put it in my carry-on.
Yeah. Just, I mean, like, bro, yeah, just carry it. Oh, that kind of gets me worried. Here, I'll help you.
There you go.
Here, this is the Kilua. There it goes. Yeah. I also got one more thing for you, bro.
Oh, okay.
Let's see you pack this.
No shot. What is it? Oh my god. They don't even know, bro. They don't even know about that, bro.
So it's the Weeknd's album Dawn FM
Is
in
it
a
split?
vinyl. Huh?
Oh yeah, it is split.
Yeah. So that's actually mine.
No way.
Yeah, it is.
No
mine.
way.
I'm gonna have to get another one.
No way.
Yeah.
Bro, I can't take that. I can't take this.
No, bro, you taking it.
I can't take that. No.
Bro, I know where to find another one. I seen it at what's a Saturn.
If you don't know, me and Renee's favorite artist is The Weeknd. Probably
Yeah. Love that guy.
resonated on that very heavily.
Yeah, I remember when I told you to listen to Dawn FM, and you were like, "Oh man, yeah, I haven't listened to it." And I mean, I didn't really know you at the time, so I didn't know if you were gonna like it because a lot of people at the beginning they were like, "Man, like I don't like the way this album
No,
sounds."
it's beautiful. It's an art piece.
Yeah. Like I mean, and then when you were like, "Bro, I like it," I was like, oh, "Okay, he likes that weird stuff." Because I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like when the second song,
"Scared of Hose Away" music.
I don't know. So like the second song, obviously the first song is like an interlude. Not an interlude. It's just an opening song. It doesn't really have much to it, but it's still
a radio
good.
station.
I still like it. You gotta listen to it. Whenever you listen to the full album in order, you just can't skip it.
Yeah.
But when it goes into Gasoline and it starts talk, it's like his voice is distorted and like low pitch, not kind of what the Weeknd style is.
Yeah.
When I heard it on stream the first time, I was like doing a listening party. I was like, what the heck is this? It's not that I didn't like it. I just didn't expect it.
Yeah.
And I think that's, I mean, it's the
Considering
second
what we-
song.
Considering what we come from with The Weeknd too, like it was like, whoa.
Yeah. I mean, second song, a lot of people were like, what the heck is this? And they probably gave up by then. But no. Yeah, man, I'm going to pass that down to you.
I appreciate that so much.
I did consider for like, when I play a split second, I'm literally not even a second. I was like, man, should I give him like the Thursday one that I have? And then I was like,
You can't. Nah.
I was like,
Nah, dude.
Nah.
On God, bro, you would have been my New Year's kiss.
no,
Like,
bro.
you
I'm
gave
not,
me
I was
that.
like, you know what?
Thursday is my favorite song. Like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
Yeah. I mean, I have two of them. I have the original copy and then the 10-year anniversary one. And obviously, I wasn't going to give you the 10-year.
Yeah,
anniversary
no,
one.
that's impossible.
But you've seen those before. Before we kind of get into the last remarks, I kind of wanted to play a video of like the funny moments we had on the podcast together. I mean, I haven't showed you, mostly because I haven't put it together yet. But I'm definitely going to insert it in here, so whenever you take a listen to it, you can see it in a different light when you're alone with the lights off and you're just like, I feel like crying. So I'm going to watch this. That's the kind of vibe I'm trying to give you.
Bet.
So I'll just insert it right here.
I'm gonna be doing a lot of crying.
Yeah.
All right, welcome to After Hours. Is that what this is called?
Yeah. After duty hours.
Welcome to After Duty Hours. This is your co-host Compass and Renee.
Yeah, what's up?
We're at the KMC first floor, so we're just testing our volume levels, volume metrics, and things to make sure this works in a conjunction matter. And yeah.
Yeah, this is my first time ever setting up something like this, so.
All right. What's up, gang? It's your boy Compass. So what we're gonna talk about is particle matter and neurons, and the way they affect our daily lives, because they're super important. Holy shit!
I want you to take a look at these.
Holy shit! Yeah, hold on. I'll show you guys in a sec. Let me just sift through these. Oh my god, that is the sickest.
So those
thing.
are the 10-year anniversary trilogy mixtapes. Those cost about $100 each, and right now they're retailing for about $300 to $400.
See if I can get this on camera. How did you get it? Yeah.
I got it like so I don't understand.
Should we stop this one and see where like what it's looking like? Type beat.
Yeah.
Type beat. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Good.
I'm recording it. When you need to.
There we go.
Are we doing a defect stream like mukbang type shit?
I mean, shoot. I could bring back some to-go defect, and y'all can see what we got to go through. Hopefully, it's not that bad, but as you can see, we got the pizza right here, and damn, you know it's crazy. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't.
Hello, chicken finger. What's in your wallet? Hey, I'm in a Bentley coupe. Pew.
The angles I'm taking straight through. Gotta make it home, a baby that I gotta raise. Shaking off malaise and hate too. Maybe I'll change, maybe not.
Yeah. Keep a 4-5 tuck in the trunk, Scotty pimp it. It's 2023. We got Heist here vaping. We got Alva pregnant. We got Renee. Yeah. Hey.
He wears the hoodie. What are you
Spitting
talking about?
crazy bars in the city. Big bag. Bentley.
I'm in the house.
What's that? What's that?
Answer the phone.
What's that?
It sucks that people have been leaving the match, bro. They hated this. Yo, what the?
I think we killed a bug, bro. We killed a bug coming all the way down. Hey, make sure you slap that dice.
Oh yeah, I got you.
Yo, what, bro? Yo, what? Yo. No, bro. What? Oh, what? Dude, I'm falling.
Hey, you good, G?
Yeah. Holy moly, what the heck, dude?
I believe this is our third day out here, and we lost someone very special to us. She loved water. She loved building. And now she's building water in our hearts.
Go on.
But look at how far this like goes. Look to the left too. This is insane.
Get behind us. I want that shovel.
No, man.
Bro.
No, man. No.
Let's see. I'm married.
I'm also married. Yeah.
We're married guys, but
What do you mean by that?
not to each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I gotta pee so bad, dude.
Welcome to the After Duties Wait. Welcome everyone to the After Duty Hours podcast. Before we begin, I would just like to state that this podcast has no affiliation with Ramstein Air Force Base, U.S. military branch, or U.S. government. And I would like to introduce myself, your host, Renee Flores Jr. And, oh my gosh, man.
I'm Marcell Louis Jude Compass II. Is that good? All right, take 3.
Welcome to the After Duty Hours. Why are you looking at me like that, man?
I'm sorry, bro. All right.
You did that. you you didn't stop recording, right?
All right.
We're just gonna pause for like 5 seconds. Stop recording, please. I can't. Yep, that was it. I wish I would have had it done so that way we can watch it at the same time.
Yeah.
That way you can react to it. But I just got
Let's
caught up.
do a webcam reaction video.
I mean, we could try to. You never have your webcam on though.
I put it in my unaccompanied, both of them.
Okay,
We're
cool.
good, yeah.
But let's get to the last remarks. Anything else you want to say, man?
Don't take life for granted. Don't walk away from complications. Always find things that make you uncomfortable if you know it can cause a growth. Yeah.
Yep. My last remark, obviously, I wanted to write something, but something about being unscripted might be more impactful into saying it. But, man, it is kind of sad that you're leaving. You've been one of my good friends here. I think you jumped all the way to number 1 for me. And it's crazy, the story of how we got here. I remember, like I said at the beginning when we got on the same team, I didn't really know you. I just knew you were around. We were in different shops, so it's not like we were hanging out outside or inside work. But there was that one time that we had where I wasn't feeling too good. I was going through stuff, and then I think I coughed and it was gross, but saliva or something came out and it got on me, and like you just busted out laughing, and I was already going through it, and I was just, the fact that people were laughing just pissed me off, man. And like I walked away so mad, bro, at you, at everybody there. And I remember you texted me saying like, hey man, I'm sorry, like I didn't know that was gonna do that to you or whatever. And like, I mean, you know my friendship now. It's like I try to keep my playful mindset to a minimum. I'm more the type of guy like, look, I can't take a joke, so therefore I have to treat other people like I want to be treated. So like I kind of like, if I joke, it's not of you, it's just a joke with you. So you kind of like understood that right off the bat, and then we kind of made up. But ever since then, man, like, look, I'm not taking anything away from my wife. I love my wife. She does a lot. She sacrifices a lot. But I would say, like, you know, like, you have other friends. And Marcy was that friend to where, like, me and my wife weren't going to anything, but I was going through something. And with somebody in the same area that works with you and kind of get to that relatable level, like, you were there for me whenever I was, like, down about, like, whether it had to be doing with the military life. And it just hurts to know like that you're leaving, man, because like,
see, but I don't even think that's a real thing, like especially in the military. Like I don't say goodbye to anybody I've met.
I know, but
you know,
I'm not saying, look, I understand we're probably going to talk still, like we have the Discord, we'll probably play games together, but that next time is unknown.
Yeah,
it probably
true.
Won't be for a while.
That is true, yeah.
So what I'm saying is, like, it's sad. We started this together. We're 21 episodes. You and me and Courtney created this together. And the After Duty Hours podcast is going to miss you. The team won't ever be the same without you. And I just want to say, when it comes to Marcy as a person, great friend, great listener. You have a problem, he tells you what you need to hear. He opens the whole kind of like situation further than what you're thinking. He's thinking on like all different sides of your problem, and I think that's really important. You as a person, like I said, man, like I haven't felt this way about a person in a while. Like I have my friends back in the States that I grew up with, but you definitely earned your place in that spot. Because, like I said, man, you've been a real friend holding it down. Whatever I needed, you helped me, and I'm going to miss that.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm just grateful for you. And I know this may not be the last time I see you, but that time is like dwindling very fast.
Very fast.
So thanks, man. Thank you for everything that you did for me and my family. And
thank you.
And the podcast.
Thank you. No, I'd say the same, if not more, as far as that goes. I actually, Chief just talked to me. He was like, I was using Renee's relationship, or like blah blah blah, and I was like, at this point I'd call him a brother, because like, I mean, that's just the relationship we've had as soon as we met each other. I don't know, it kind of clicked instantly. I can really only count on my like hands the people that have made an impact in my life and made me a better person, made me think about the things that I do actively. And you were definitely one of those people, and I appreciate you greatly for actually just being in my life for that, you know?
Yeah.
Because you don't find that. It's a rarity. You don't find that with too many people. And there's just a genuine energy about your existence that I can't really compare to others, you know?
Yeah.
So I appreciate you existing in the timeline. And I'm glad that fate brought us together in that sense, you know?
Yeah, man. Until next time, man. Godspeed.
Godspeed.
Yeah. No, I'm going to give you a hug now. So. It was good, man.
Yes, sir.
All right. That'll do it for the After Duty Hours podcast. I just want to give another big shout out to Marcy. He definitely helped me a lot bringing up these episodes. I believe this is the end of season 1, if that's what we're calling it. Like I said, I'll be having a baby soon, so I'm trying to figure out the schedule there of the podcast. But hopefully we can come back doing something special. We're not giving up. We're still going to be consistent when we come back. And I just want to appreciate everyone who was listening, everyone who tuned into season 1 of all the episodes, taking it in, applying that advice, and even sharing that advice with other people. We cannot thank you enough. That's what we're here for. That's what we're trying to do. But yes, thank you so much. And this has been episode 21 of the After Duty Hours podcast. I'll see you next time. Ski!